In this video, I'm going to share with you some more tools that I've put together to support this task force and its efforts to study pedestrian flow around campus. And I don't know if this is necessarily helpful to others as well, but the whole goal here is to try to give us some sense of travel of various people on campus at various times. And so what I have done is created a model that shows academic buildings as well as residence halls and parking lots and operations buildings, support buildings on campus. And what I wanted to do was to be able to show what happens in the transitions between classes as people are moving from places like Bell Hall, for instance, to other locations on campus. And so what I want to show you is, I want to show you how this tool works, and mostly to just give you some sense of the visualizations that I have created to support our activities. So anyway, let me explain some of the things that are located here on this picture. We have, of course, our academic buildings like Bell Hall. We've got parking lots. You'll see these purple nodes on here that are intermediate buildings, and this basically, in a very crude manner, captures the paths that people would walk on as they're moving from building to building. And so, as I scroll through here, we see Oakley Hall and Jerry Woodson Building and Dairy Berry. And then, of course, way out here, there's Foundation Hall. So anyway, so what I have done with this, I have taken all the schedules that of all the students on campus for the fall semester. And I've created a visualization that shows where the choke points are going to be, where those paths on campus that are going to have more potential pedestrians on them because of students moving from one building to another building. So in this tool, I have created a number of views that show what happens when students are traveling from place to place, and then provided a way of being able to view where those congestion points are. And so that's what you see in this visualization here. You'll see that this path up to Foundation Hall, that tends to have a fair number of people that are going to travel on it. And in this particular case, we're talking about Monday at 10 o'clock. So as the 9:05 class lets out and we get into 10 o'clock, what we know or what we can see from this visualization is that there are a lot of people traveling out to Foundation Hall and traveling from various points here on campus to that location. And we can contrast this, of course, with other times of the day. Let me do that. And I'm going to load in, let's see, Tuesday at 9:20. So let me display that. And as we do this, we'll see a big change in what that day looks like. Oops, so that's Thursday, Tuesday, 9:20. So on the other view for Monday, we saw more people traveling out to Foundation Hall at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock. Here we see a lot of people traveling towards Johnson Hall and Pennebaker so that this link has more people that are traveling on it. And you actually see this path here from Oakley Hall, and that seems to have a fair number of people on it. But definitely in getting out to Johnson Hall, there are going to be a fair number of people that presumably would take this path if if it represents the shortest path between various buildings. So anyway, this is what I have done is within this tool, I've captured these images of each of these different days and these times. I've put the interesting ones out onto our team site for the inter-building team to be able to look at. The types of decisions we make based on this obviously are determined by the group. This really just gives us a way to be able to determine, what those potential choke points are, those bottleneck areas are. Also, I think we ask questions, or we can ask questions like, if all the traffic is going to this building, should we be perhaps distributing some of that load across campus? Maybe, assigning those courses to other places, other buildings that have the capacity to hold those students. And more, for instance, that Foundation Hall path on many of the days, if you look at, I'm just going to pick a random one. As I look at, that was 11:05. As I look at the path or the number of people that are traveling to Foundation Hall at this time, I mean, that's a fairly large group. And actually, I can even look to see what that is. It looks like there's, this count of 102 traveling on this link, on this path here, either to or from Foundation Hall on Monday at 11:05. And that certainly should raise some concern for us, given that the path that I've drawn, it's not actually an official path, but there is the hole in the fence between these two areas that students will take. They will go that way. So, how do we properly account for that? How do we, make sure that we're coming up with some kind of guideline on travel between buildings. So anyway, that is that's what I wanted to show you here. Hopefully you get a sense of the value of this tool. And with that, I guess I'll talk to you later. Bye.